Alright, welcome everybody to my first real Let's Play. I've decided to choose the third installment of the Elder Scrolls series, Morrowind. I have played a fair amount of both Skyrim and Oblivion, but I had played Morrowind, but I was relatively young, so I don't think I could call it a real experience. So I've decided to take a new, fresh look on it, especially since the new Dragonborn DLC will be taking place in, well, kind of Morrowind, Solstein. So, but it's not out yet on PC. I don't even think it's out on... Is it out on Xbox 360? I don't know. Point of the story is, I decided to take a look at Morrowind. Now, I'm not too familiar with the game itself. Like, I did play it, but I don't remember a lot. So I'm going to make a fair amount of mistakes, so bear with me. I'm going to go through the intro, because I find it pretty interesting, just in case you haven't seen it or you don't remember. It'd be great to have a read along. I won't be speaking much during it, so yeah, let's see how we go. Another prisoner thing. Classic Elder Scrolls.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
It's
Wake
pretty
up.
ominous already.
Here.
I like the intro.
Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up.
This is actually a lot better than I
How
thought
dreamy.
it was going to look.
What's your name?
Oh yeah, I put the subtitles on just in case I'm too loud or whatever. File X. Oh yeah, name's obviously not really File X, but that's what I go by on YouTube. So yeah,
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we
I'm
reach
liking the
tomorrow.
texture on the body
I'm
for
sure
a
they'll let us
2002 game. It's pretty good. Like, I'm
Quiet. Here comes the car.
pretty happy with how it
This
looks.
is where you get off. Come with me.
And I am running, well, I'm not sure if you can call it vanilla since I've got the DLC installed. Yeah, I think it's still called vanilla even if you've got DLC installed. I'm not too familiar with the lingo. But yeah, I've got the Blood Moon and Tribunal DLC installed. But I'm not familiar with what it is, so I'll probably just run into it by
Get
accident and
yourself
not
up
know.
on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
So far it's been pretty similar to Skyrim in its feel, like the buttons. I mean, I haven't tested many, well, except that was spacebar to open. This place looks pretty cool. Oh, I can't open it up yet.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the census office.
Well, they've kept the same voice for Redguard all the way through. I mean, from this
Let's
game
go.
Morrowind to
Move it
Skyrim,
along.
it's still the same. And I like the face look. The body as well, though, I mean, obviously it's been improved, but
Let's go.
for a 2002
Move it
game,
along.
still stoked with it.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Alright, now I've been considering what I was going to pick. And I'm looking at going as a kind of sneak feed or a rogue sort of style. But I was trying to think of what race I should pick, and I'm going towards the Khajiit. Now, I mean, in all the games they kind of, how do I say it? They tend to be the weaker race. Not like they're terrible, but the game often underdoes them compared to other races. Me personally, I like playing as a Khajiit. It's just the problem is that they're often let down in their skills, which I find is a disappointment, but I honestly enjoy the whole lore behind the Khajiit, you know. But anyway, enough about that. So, I mean, Demoralize, I'm guessing, is similar to a fear spell. I will be using a bit of magic, but it'll mainly be in the what's it called in this game? Mysticism or illusion? I forget what it's called in this game. I think it's mysticism. Whichever one it is, it's more towards the illusion. So your invisibility spells and so forth. That's what I'm going to be looking towards in magic wise, but that's about it really. It's going to be mainly sneaking around, short blade, maybe a bit of archery, probably not so much. I'm trying to stay sort of like a roleplay game, you know, true RPG style, not just run through and beat the shit out of everything because I can. Yeah. Oh, no, stay a male. That looks pretty cool, but I don't know, take a look at the rest. I'm liking that one. Yeah, not that one. Oh, it's back to, that's it. Oh, sorry, I'm too used to Skyrim with their larger customization. Though I shouldn't be comparing it because I mean, it's 10 years later. Well, 9 technically. Actually, I can't even remember. Skyrim came out in 2011, Morrowind in 2002, I think. Still, it's alright. I mean, could be worse. I've seen a lot worse games in the customization, and they came out after this game, so can't complain. I'm liking the main. It's looking pretty cool. I mean, kind of Khajiit-like. That's not a word, is it? Can't call it Khajiit-like. You know what I mean? It's, to me, it resembles what a Khajiit kind of should look like. Fearsome, lion-like, not like a domesticated cat. Does that make sense? So yep, Khajiit.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
I
Follow
hope
me
so
up
too.
to the office and they'll finish your release.
Now I'm guessing this will be where I pick my birth sign, my class, all that kind of stuff. Similar to Oblivion, not so much Skyrim. They removed that. One of the real big flaws of Skyrim, in my opinion. I mean, sure, it made it more
Yes, we've been expecting you.
a wide range of what you could do. But I mean, there are some people that do want that role-playing aspect. So maybe they should have had a way where you could do either way. Like you could go down the role-playing way or the open-ended way. I know there are mods and stuff that you can get for it, but still, I probably don't remember this. I don't remember this too well, but it seems to be like the detail in what you pick. So this will be the most detailed, and that's him asking questions, and he determines what we're going to be. So I'll pick the middle one, probably the most easiest. I'm going to be looking for someone with specialization in stealth, most likely. Yeah, this one's looking alright. It's got that illusion which I want. It's even as a minor skill, though the block and conjuration maybe not so much. I mean, I could conjure like a bound sword or something, but it's not really what I'm looking at. The assassin's looking alright. It's just, I don't know. To me, the assassin's a bit. It's too much into a fighting style. It's like the thief goes around sneaking and looks more into the poison and so forth. The assassin is more into getting the target, and you know, it's to me, it's not exactly what I'm going for. Who knows? I might end up as an assassin because I'm probably gonna be pretty bad at being a thief, and obviously an assassin. I'm not saying it's easy to do. It's just it's easier to pick up its mechanics. Does it make sense? It's not like a thief where you gotta sneak around and be careful of all your surroundings. A rogue maybe, but again, I mean, don't need the axe. I doubt I'm gonna do that. It's not really a combat orientated class. I mean, I will be fighting, but it's not purely combat orientated. Long blade again. Medium armor. No, I'll probably be going towards the light armor. So again, it's not really what I'm looking at. And I need that little bit of magical skills. And this one here is not bad, but again, major skill as a block. It's not really what I need. And medium armor. I don't remember too much of medium armor because I only remember light and heavy. Again, it's probably because my knowledge of Skyrim comes into the game too much and I probably should ignore it. Alteration. I'm glad that they've kept it kind of similar to what I remembered in Still Skyrim. I'm sorry, I'm going to be comparing a lot to Skyrim. That's all my knowledge. That's where all my knowledge will probably come from, and a bit from Oblivion. So we'll see how I go with the slight changes. I'm probably going to do a lot of mistakes, as I mentioned in the intro. It'll make for a more interesting roleplay. See, this is the thief class, which I'm going to be, but again, see, it's lacking that magical ability. Does that make sense? Like, I know I'm not being a technical thief, adding a bit of a illusion, mysticism into it, but it's still something I want to explore. My idea of a roleplay, I don't want to be a straightforward thief, I want to add in this mysticism, illusion kind of class. So, to me, the best case is the agent. So, yeah, I'm going to be the agent.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
Just like Oblivion,
What
hey?
would that be?
It's no longer picking those stones like in, not no longer, this came before Sky. I'm used to, you know, you could change this whenever you wanted. Now this kind of forces you to really think about it, you know. It's not like Skyrim, you just pick one. If you don't like it, come back to a different one. I don't remember these really well. I never really liked them. They often become obsolete later on in the game. I'm not going to be a necromancer, so I won't consider that. This one to me is pretty useless. Poison 3 points for 30 seconds on touch, so that's upon your opponent. But here, damage help 1 point per 30 seconds on self. Now, that doesn't sound very productive. For every 3 points you do, you lose 1 point. So, this one here, I was looking at. Now I'm thinking that's going to be useful early on in the game, but later on it's going to become pretty useless, because I mean I might pick up that spell along the way. But early on, this could be great to get out of sticky situations where my combat skill isn't high enough, because I know I'm going to get into situations where I can't just sneak around. So I'm going to look at that. I'll probably get that just to help me out early on. I mean, there are probably better ones. You could probably go for the lady, which fortifies personality and fortifies endurance, which will be pretty useful. But for me, early on in the game, I should probably pick the shadow, just so I could go invisible for those moments where I really need it. What's the sanctuary? Can't even remember what sanctuary is. I don't know, it's been a while. Doesn't matter, I'm not going to pick it. I'll pick the shadow birth sign.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Yeah, see, that's roughly what I was thinking. Like, I've got a fair amount of stamina. Now I'm, fatigue, sorry, in this game. And now I'm liking that, because from my memory, that ran out pretty quickly. But my only concern is this low amount of health. Like, I mean, magic doesn't bother me. Magic card doesn't bother me, because I'm only going to be using it for a small amount. Probably for, in worst case scenario, a restoration spell. But mainly it's going to be going to illusion. But the health worries me. I'll probably have to invest some points early on. Is that how we do it in this game? Again, I forget. Increase every time you gain a level. That's a plus. Yeah. See, this is what I'm liking. It's got the high agility. Affects your ability to resist magicka. Determines your maximum amount of magicka. See, I'm thinking this is pretty much what I want. The only real downside was getting that block, but who knows? I might end up being a blocking thief. Who knows? Could be. Yeah, these Maya skills probably won't even look at. Mysticism does exist, but I missed it. Oh, it's just soul gem stuff. My mistake. Telekinesis could have been useful. I don't think I'm going to be doing much enchanting, so soul gems won't be really what I'm looking at. Alchemy I might do. I should have probably got that up in there. Dude, I'll just build it up myself naturally. I've got some marksman points in security. That's good. Athletics. I'm guessing those from the natural. Yeah, but these are really the ones we're going to stick with, so I'm happy with my class.
Show your papers to the captain when you
Yeah.
exit to get your release fee.
Take the papers. Yep. Before I move on, I'm just going to test all the buttons so I remember. What is it we got? Oh, that's the look at my guy. Yeah. Oh, F is some sort of weapons, I'm guessing, to arm yourself. Oh, I might as well show you my difficulty. Oh, that's my audio. Difficulty is, as I said, in the middle, not too easy and not too hard. Hopefully that's enough. Subtitles on, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.